Good morning and welcome to another edition of Coffee with Curare, your source for some of the best physician and advanced practitioner jobs in the United States of America. We're here today with Ian Sons, one of our managing consultants, and I'm Jerry Ramusak, the CEO. We're here today to discuss 2017 graduating residents and fellows that perhaps haven't found a job yet. And then we're just going to jump into a few jobs that would love to have any of those residents that don't have a job yet.
Yeah.
It's now what, August 3rd already?
August 3rd, it's going by fast.
It's unbelievable how fast this year's gone by, and if you're one of those folks that just finished up their training, whether it be a fellowship or your residency, I'm sure that you're kind of shocked that you're at this end of the tunnel this quickly as well. Maybe so shocked that you don't have a job opportunity yet. And we get calls every day right now from folks that graduated a month ago and are just now either starting their job search or jumping into their job search again for various reasons. One thing I would say is don't stop believing. I mean, Journey, 1981, don't stop believing. Hold on to the feeling that you're going to be a major asset wherever you end up, because it doesn't matter that you don't have a job 1 month out of training. You've been working hard to get to the point where you are right now, and don't fret the fact that you don't have a job 60 days, 30 days, 90 days after you complete all that work that you just went into. There's a bunch of reasons why people don't have a job after training. What are some of the best ones you've heard recently?
I mean, I'd say the most common thing is that they committed to a job, and something about that employer's arrangement changed, and it fell through at the last minute.
Yep.
And the second thing is, I mean, this is kind of a general vague thing, but life gets in the way. I mean, who knows what's going to happen? You know, maybe you've got a sick family member you've got to care for. Maybe you yourself became ill and had to take time away, or maybe you're in a surgical specialty and, you know, hey, you were whitewater rafting, you broke your arm.
Yep.
You know, I don't know, anything could throw you a curveball, but don't worry. There's still plenty of jobs available, and the good news is that if you have a medical degree, we're going to help you find a job.
Absolutely.
Doesn't matter what time of day it is, when it is during the year, you need a job, contact us, we can make it happen.
Yeah, and the first one that you brought up actually is something that I've seen a few times this year already, and it's where maybe back in March or April, you committed to a job opportunity with this entity, let's say in West Virginia, and next thing you know, you get a call from the hospital saying they've got a brand new corporate ownership model, and maybe your compensation, maybe your contract's going to have to change with that new ownership model. And so that's a way that we've seen a lot of people fall into the market at this late stage of the game. More and more every year too, with the younger physicians, the millennials they're calling them, they're taking gap years as well. If not a gap year, but a gap break in between completion of all this work and their start date. So we're seeing that fairly common. And a flip side of some of these jobs opening up is that right now, there's a lot of employers that are scrambling for physicians that they thought were going to be coming this summer, and for one reason or another aren't coming. So right now is a great time in the market in general to give us a call if you're looking for new opportunities, because a lot of new jobs are opening up where the employers thought they had something wrapped up. Yep. So that's a great time to jump in and perhaps get a larger than average sign-on bonus, because they really need that position filled quickly. Let's jump into some jobs if you have something you want to talk about.
The fact that you brought that up, Jerry, is very fortuitous, because the very first job I have to discuss is that exact situation where I think they thought they had someone lined up. Long story short, as is the case many times, the individual felt that even though the job was great, they wanted to be closer to family. They were kind of taking a risk at looking something a little farther away. After discussions with their family, they just felt like they couldn't do it, and so they ended up taking something much closer to home. So as a result, there was a fantastic OBGYN opportunity available just about an hour outside of Chicago. And this is a great practice opportunity, not just because they're offering a base salary of up to $350,000 for only an hour outside of Chicago, not only because it's got a shared call of 1 and 3, but you are taking over a practice of a retiring physician. They've got a senior OBGYN there who's built up a very successful practice. She is going to be leaving and transitioning into a kind of GYN surgery, cosmetic surgery role in Metro Chicago. And so what that does is leaves her practice ready for someone to just step in right away. Now, this is an immediate need. So if you are a resident, you've somehow found yourself in a position where you don't have a job lined up, you don't have really solid prospects that you're excited about, please contact me today. They'd love a chance to talk with you. They'd love someone who's got some robotic experience, but that's not a deal breaker. But either way, let me know. I'd love to get you in contact with this employer. We can get an interview set right away.
Is that, you said 1 hour out of Chicago, is that in Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin?
It is in Illinois. This is about an hour southeast of Chicago. Excuse me, I apologize, southwest.
Southwest, okay.
If it was southeast, it would no longer be in Illinois.
Well, you'd be right at the Illinois-Indiana border, perhaps in Lake Michigan.
Right.
The job I brought to the table today, I like. It's in Hendersonville, North Carolina. It's a surgery job. They're seeking a general surgeon to join an established group. Hendersonville's a neat, small community in western North Carolina. You're up in the mountains. You're about a half hour directly south of Asheville, North Carolina. Asheville's continuously one of the fastest growing cities in the southeastern United States. Excellent economy, a lot of money down in Asheville, very affluent community. And Hendersonville is one of those communities, it's a bedroom community where a lot of, I guess you could say, Asheville's more affluent people actually go down to live and then commute back up into Asheville. So there's a lot of money down in Asheville, very good patient mix, very well-to-do patient mix, very well-insured patient mix, and you'll be joining the established practice with a couple of well-experienced physicians. They'd love to find somebody coming out of training to sort of transition the practice into over the course of the next several years, where you'll be the top dog and recruiting 2 other surgeons to come join you. It's a corporately owned health system down there with LifePoint Hospitals taking the lead. Great organization to work with that puts together some excellent physician packages. In Hendersonville, you'd have access to not only Asheville, a half hour away, but you're surrounded by national forest properties. Brevard is about 30 minutes to the south. That's known as the County of Waterfalls. Absolutely beautiful area to go hiking, hunting, backpacking. It's somewhat touristy, so you always have people coming through. In fact, Steve Martin has a residence in Brevard, and you'll find Steve Martin sometimes taking out his banjo and playing on the local square down there on Friday nights. It's a really unique community, and Hendersonville, of course, is right outside of there. It's a great place to live and a great place to be a physician.
Definitely. So transitioning into some other jobs, I've actually got a bonus for all those folks who might be wondering how many jobs are available still for me. Just got an update yesterday confirming that they would be excited to receive brand new graduating residents 2017s. I think they might even be looking out towards 2018 just because of how many needs they have. But I've got both a family medicine primary care position as well as an urgent care position in suburban Indianapolis. These are both suburbs of Indy. Capital of the state, great place to live. Relatively low cost of living, easy access to an international airport, only about an hour away from where our corporate headquarters is in Bloomington, Indiana. But these are great positions with a very large, well-established health system. They have multiple needs for family medicine physicians as well as urgent care physicians. The urgent care opportunity offers you some flexibility. So if you like the idea of shift work while still being able to see the full scope of patients, peds to adults, this could be a great opportunity. They're offering as few as 120 hours per month up to 180 hours per month. So it gives you a pretty good idea of the type of lifestyle that could be afforded there. The primary care position, really good, joining an existing practice, and they're advertising a need for 2 family medicine physicians right now. This is a suburb that's only maybe 20 minutes from downtown Indy, so puts you in a great spot. The urgent care position, even closer, only about 15 minutes from downtown Indy. So both are immediate needs. They would love to be interviewing immediately. Like I said, I just got these updates yesterday, letting me know of these new positions. So again, like you said at the very beginning of this presentation here, employers still need you right now, not 6 months from now, not 3 months, in the past. But if you're looking for a job, give us a call. We can help.
Absolutely. Those indie jobs too, I assume, being outpatient only and urgent care.
Oh yeah.
You could live anywhere around the city.
Very easily.
Which would allow you to move you and your young family up to the Carmel, Fishers, Noblesville area. Consistently gets ranked as by Money Magazine as one of the best places to live in America. Great economy, really cheap housing, and you're right by Indianapolis, which has the Indianapolis International Airport, one of the best in the country, and it's cheap to fly everywhere. So, like Ian said, if you're looking for a job still, give us a call. We're going to be here for you, 800-880-2028. We'll be back next week with another edition of Coffee with Curare. We'll see you then.